We are back and bringing you the top 10 running backs in the UFL. This is a list riddled with NFL talent, and all four of the pick six panelists have had a hard time making this list. So if you haven't seen the QB lit video, check that out first before you watch this one. And without further ado, Mike, give us the honorable mentions.
All right, kicking off the pick six countdown, we're going to be doing these honorable mention here with these guys today. These are guys we believe are going to make a decent impact on their teams, but they aren't going to be the outright lead back, barring injury or some major shakeup, though they have the potential to do so throughout the year. Coming up first, we're going to be having Matt Colburn. Colburn was a part of the legendary Philadelphia Stars run in 2022 with Case Cookus, and was one of the first glimpses I had into the excitement of the Spring League. His injury was pretty gruesome in 2023, so we hope to see his recovery has gone well as he looks to carve out a spot for himself in the Michigan Panthers. Next up is Tyon Evans Jr. This is somebody who had a decent junior season in 2022 with 525 yards on the ground and on 81 carries for 6 touchdowns, along with 4 catches on 74 yards and a touchdown. He then immediately declared for the NFL draft after that good Louisville season. His confidence is clearly high, and he definitely has what it takes to be a star at this level. I truly believe he just needs more tape to make the next step, but we shall definitely see that, as his first hurdle is going to be to get a part of that most likely Mark Thompson-led offense of the Roughnecks. Lastly, for honorable mentions, we have somebody who just missed making the list in CJ Marable. He's a 2-time USFL champion and had a great year in 2023 with Bo going down. He's going to have to work hard to maintain his spot, though, with the leagues merging, and we are not so sure about how that's going to go. So we have him here at number 11, getting 4 points from the pick six panel and moving on to the main part of the list.
Starting this list off, we have a former Charger, which is going to make Mike very happy. He had 106 NFL rushing yards and now is looking to try and get back in the league. Larry Roundtree III is a former 6th round pick who spent a few seasons in the NFL and now will be joining a stacked Stallions backfield with Bo and CJ as his competition. I think he has a good chance to carve out a role for himself on this team, and don't be surprised if he gets that RB1 spot. The reason we have him at number 10 though is we just don't know if he's gonna get a lot of chances early in the season, since the Stallions do have CJ and Bo back and they have the chemistry with the team. So he'll come in with the 10 spot with 7 points.
And coming in on the number 9 spot with 9 points from the pick six panel, we have John Lovett on the San Antonio Brahmas this year after sticking it out with the now defunct Vegas Vipers in 2023 and gutting out 495 yards on 6 touchdowns over the course of the season. He's somebody who can be used in both ways, but is best used as a safety valve and can consistently do so. His off-the-ball speed benefits him greatly on wheel routes and fake screens. I expect him to thrive in this league. It's just a matter of how he gets used and how coaches want to utilize his skill set. I'd really compare him to Austin Eckler in his prime, as I say through gritted teeth.
Before we get to the 8th person on this list, I just want to say thank you all for the recent support, and please subscribe to help us continue the climb to 500 subscribers. Now, the 8th spot with 13 points, it goes to Devon Smith, the running back out of Michigan. He never got a chance to run the ball in the NFL, but he has played in almost every spring league imaginable, from the Orlando Apollos to now in the UFL. This dude has been around the block. He's put up good numbers in every league except in the USFL stint where he kind of got cut over pizza. People kind of remember that, but according to Wikipedia, he broke team rules. He landed himself in Arlington and has helped Arlington Renegades win a XFL championship and looks to continue to be the RB1 going forward.
Number 7, we have a Wayne Galeman. The former Saquon Barkley understudy comes in at number 7 with 16 points on the pick six panel. He played 3 solid years filling that role before bouncing around the league afterwards and never really finding his stride, ending up out of the league in 2022. He was a serviceable running back in the 2 spot in the league, so you have to think that his 7 career fumbles did him some serious disservice. All signs point to him being a premier back in this league if he's able to hold on to the rock. and he looks to light up the league with former NFLer AJ McCarron.
Thick Thighs Save Lives has a new home in 2024, and he is joining the Memphis Showboats. He was a staple for the Generals the last 2 seasons in the USFL and has become a spring league legend. That is Darius Victor coming in number 6 on our list with 17 points. We hope to see the offensive player of the year in 2022 in the USFL light it up in the UFL. So him and Case Cookus should be a very fun combination this year, and I really just cannot wait to watch Memphis Showboats game as they look to be like the, maybe the early 2000 Rams, the fastest show on turf.
All right, getting to the halfway point in the list, we have Bo Scarborough at number 5 with 27 total points on the panel. It's somebody who could probably be much higher on this list had he not been coming off a knee injury. We're still confident he can put up numbers on this Stallions offense. The question is just how much will he be able to be utilized coming off injury? He was an absolute clutch machine in the playoffs for the Stallions in 22. And if he can stay healthy, we expect nothing less from the guy who can catch the ball out of the backfield and run between the tackles as well. This former Alabama back can ball and is in a class of his own when healthy. We think he'll pair very well with Jamar Smith in the read option, and we cannot wait to see what 2024 has to hold for him.
Number 4 has the whole city of San Antonio excited, and that is Jaylen Samuels. He's a former 5th-round pick in the NFL. While he never put up crazy stats in his time on the Steelers, he was a solid rotational running back who showcased his ability, and the fact he has a unique flexibility makes him a true all-purpose player and a possible matchup nightmare in the UFL. He could have like Christian McCaffrey style impact for the Brahmas. I'm not saying he's Christian McCaffrey. He's not. But in the spring league, he could do that. He can catch. He can run. He can do it all. He can even play the Wildcat for them if San Antonio wants to have some fun.
All right, coming in at number 3, we have Mark Thompson with 30 points from the panel. In just 8 games, Mark Thompson amassed 655 yards for the Gamblers in 2023, making him in the conversation for the best back in the league for sure, as he also led the league in scoring with 14 touchdowns. He was a big part of the Gamblers offense and kept them competitive for most of the season, giving them playoff hopes until the bitter end. With the Renegades folding, he will look to show he is still a top dog of not only the UFL, but of the city of Houston as well, as he will most likely be a focal point of the Roughnecks offense in 2024, especially with our belief that the Roughnecks will be a run-first team in the first place.
Coming in second place is the XFL rushing leader and the 2023 All XFL team running back, Abram Smith. Smith was a huge reason for success that DC had last year with his 788 yards on the ground and 7 touchdowns. He definitely deserves his spot on this list. The question for this running back is, can he repeat his success from last year? And can DC keep the good vibes going in the regular season? The cool thing about him is he did spend a year at linebacker in college and had 40 tackles and even a sack at Baylor. So this dude is an athlete, and I'm really excited he's back in spring league. And I think I would love to see this guy get a chance in the NFL. I know he was on a practice squad, but let's get Smith an actual opportunity because this dude is legit.
And to cap off the list, number 1, we have Wes Hills. He amassed 34 points on our panel this time around at the beginning of the season. The former USFL leading rusher of the 2023 season is back, but this time with the Michigan Panthers after his former team, the New Orleans Breakers, folded in this year's merger. After amassing 679 yards on 10 touchdowns last year, he will look to build on that momentum in 2024. The one question mark here is, will the quarterback position for the Panthers be affecting his efficiency? Because he had one of the best quarterbacks in the league throwing him the ball last year, we have a serious case of comparison to look at. He's a back that's incredibly powerful, so as long as they run him in between the tackles, they're going to have a good time from that aspect. But we will look to see how efficient he can be over time.
That concludes our top 10 running backs in the United Football League. I hope you liked it. If you haven't watched the quarterback video, check it out. We have a wide receiver and tight ends video coming out soon and a defense one on the horizon. So please stay tuned for more videos on the channel. And as always, thank y'all for watching. Appreciate the support. Until next time, see ya.